Yes, people, hope you're all good. I know it's been a while since the last vid on this channel. Long story short, I've got a gaming channel now. Been building on it for some time as well. Yet the plan was to always come back and maintain both channels. By myself, by the way. And despite all that, I'd be lying if I said that I couldn't have done a vid for this channel sooner. Because I know the YouTube algorithm doesn't like it when small channels take big breaks, and this video will take the full brunt of that. So making this video with that in mind was fun. Not threatening my sanity in any way, shape or form. Anyways, enough of the intro, now you guys know what's up. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Solo Leveling Season 2, aka not Solo Leveling, because what the fuck is this? An anime about a man, not a boy, who goes from wimp to Giga Chad because every fantasy story has a hero main character. But this chosen one gets a glow up so big that he gets ripped, gets a new hairstyle, grows a few inches even though he's in his mid-20s, and he also grows a few inches elsewhere. Nice. Yes, I watched Sister Leveling and I wish I could claw my eyes out if it meant never being able to remember that. A show where a man sometimes lets his pawn steal the final blow. When he wants to finish the job, he also will do it with style. Tries to make a cool outro only for it to be interrupted by one of his meathead, bloodthirsty subjects.
What? You're just ruining it. Look at my lips, you're ruining it.
This series is the perfect self-insert incel fantasy. Yes, I'm talking about you. Have no friends? Create loyal subjects with Jin Woo's power. Don't like the way someone bumped past you? Flex your aura and look sinister with the system amp. Hate someone you have no relation to whatsoever? Well, you can X them out and then revive them to serve and worship only you. Fantasize away. At the end of Solo Leveling Season 1, we have President Go Gun-hee fantasizing a 1 in a million hunter that he envisions that so happens to be Jin Woo-sung. Right when the guy's just completed his job change quest and recruits his most powerful opponent, now ally, into his army, Igris. Since then, Jin Woo has changed again. Cut a little bit more off the sides, got more of a chiseled jawline I think, possibly grown a few more inches again, most likely in more ways than one. The anime version of this necromancer buff really is top of the level performance enhancing drugs. A lot of you may say this is cliche as heck, and you'd be right. The main character is the weakest ranked fighter in the verse. After a near-death experience, he gains a power-up that essentially makes him the chosen one. His dad is missing from the same job his son is currently doing, following in his footsteps. Literally taken from the hero's journey model that's been paraded around literature to this day. Those of you who really like Solo Leveling probably like it because of the elements pulled from that model into this story. I don't want to say this is the way shonen should be because it's not a shonen for a few reasons, but I'll stick with 3 main points. 1. It's not for little boys. I mean, it kinda is because obviously they still watch it, but they're definitely not the prime target audience. So them watching it is a bonus. 2. The main characters in this show aren't that young. Jin Woo is 24, his little sister is 17 or 18. She and the people around her are talking about her going to college, so yeah, she's one of the two. Jin Ho is 22. I don't know exactly and I don't care, but you get my point. Those ages are not the typical ages for characters that are not the mentors in these shows. 3. It's not a Shonen Jump manga, and it's not a manhwa original because that was adapted from the novel series. Despite what I said about the series, the anime has a lot about it to make it really stand out along the other really good anime. Going back to those points but actually glazing it. 1. People die in the show, and very much in the way that the dark shonen like to show the great, gory, gruesome stuff. And it is glorious. Anime fans around my age are tired of stories about little boys. Fans who grew up watching shonen still like shonen, myself included. Mangakas have recognized this with stories of a darker tone like the new shonen trio. Kaiju number 8 is not a show of a darker tone, but is still a great example of mangakas paying attention to the market. I don't highly rate the anime personally, check out my reasons in this vid, but it's about a guy who's over 30 still trying to achieve his childhood goal. Kafka, the main character, is still got that annoying shonen main character personality, but that's a Shonen Jump manga, so I'll give it a pass. However, Jin Woo-san is not fucking annoying. For one, the English voice actor isn't female. Oh, that sounded so bad. Hear me out. From there, Jinwoo does not have that annoying MC voice. That still sounds so bad. What I mean was that because of Jinwoo's age, having a female voice actor was out the picture. Not only can guys get with this, but when the character doesn't have anything stupid to say every 10 seconds and isn't tripping over his words or saying something really loud, has actually got some riz, and you've got a voice actor like Alex Lee on the mic, gush, splash, and I'll leave it at that. Personally, my favourite line is either this...
That might be true. I'm the reason your surviving tigers even lived. As their president, shouldn't you show me the proper gratitude?
But it doesn't top last season's...
Enough of this! Get over here! Get over here! Get over here!
I am always gonna love that line. I've only owned one Mortal Kombat game in my life, and that was a PS Plus subscription gift. But any gamer who loves fighting games should know that iconic line, even if they haven't played the game themselves. Now finally onto the third point, this is a non-Japanese IP animated by a Japanese studio. Comment down below if you know of a series that's gone through a similar production line like this, because I haven't, and I didn't give myself enough time to look out for it myself, so yeah, much appreciated if you do. And I promise if you manage to do that, I will read at least the first volume of that series, not including visual novels. I don't have that kind of time on my hands. This Aura Farming main character is mainly serious but finds himself in goofy situations in the novel. He's not exactly gonna see something uncool and be like, huh, nerd. He's actually a former gamer turned household provider. Wish they'd kept that in the anime, but no! He has to be the embodiment of oozing sauce. And fair, it worked because have you seen the amount of Jinwoo glazing vids out there? Be like Jinwoo, get a cut like Jinwoo, or a farm like Jinwoo sung. The net has been flooded with it. And while it's annoying if it's not funny, the one thing I have to appreciate about Jinwoo is that again, he's not annoying.
I've done enough talking about the main character. Moving on to the rest of the cast.
They're here and they're there. No, it's really bad how characters that are not Jinwoo sung are sidelined.
But it's clear that the author did this on purpose.
The moment they are given a significant amount of airtime, the way they are discarded is still downright disrespectful. Oh, this guy's cool. Whoops. Jinwoo is now stronger, and he doesn't want to talk to him.
Or, oh, they are now dead.
And again, while it's bad, the dramatic irony in the title, the direct translation, only I level up, the plot, it's about the main character, his minions, his main love interest, and those other humans. Story-wise, it's okay. I'll let it slide as the storytelling is very unapologetic about where it's going, while along with the title is kind of an oxymoron, because after a certain point, he's never alone. Unless he doesn't summon his minions. It's always just a nice reminder like, oh, you want to learn more about this side character? Wrong series. It's easy to poke fun at it, and it kind of makes fun of itself. You have that with great visuals, minus the few seconds of 3D CGI in the High Orc dungeon, and ants in the Jeju Island raid, granted still better than most CGI out there, complemented with the fitting sound and music. You have one of, if not, the best anime from manhwa from novel adaptations. Side note, novel readers, I don't actually have a lot to say other than it's condensed a lot, so comment down below your thoughts on the adaptation. It's currently rated higher than One Piece on Crunchyroll. Now, I don't want to imply anything to discredit that series because 1, the fandom would castrate me if I did. 2, One Piece has been around longer than Crunchyroll, but it is still a feat for the series to finish its second season and talks have already been made comparing it to the great animes of the last decade. Yeah, Solo Leveling definitely deserves its plaudits. If you think I'm talking shit, let me know down in the comments. That's all I have to say for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. This video can get thrown about in the algorithm and I'd really appreciate it. I've done vids on this series before, so check those out if you want to see dogshit quality vids. Have a blessed one. See ya.